closure of 2 state prisons in the region could happen as early as January. Today is Thursday, September 18th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Sunny today with a high in the mid-80s. The Daily Item reports a Winfield man was killed Wednesday evening in a motorcycle accident. 65-year-old Craig Dirk was riding his cycle on Trott Road in Union County when 2 deer entered the roadway. He could not avoid the deer, lost control of his motorcycle, and was thrown. He was transported to Wellspan Evangelical in Lewisburg, where he was pronounced dead. It was a tragic day in the Commonwealth after 3 police officers were fatally shot and 2 others injured. The injured officers remain in critical condition. The officers were following up on a domestic situation that began the previous day. The shooter was killed by police. Governor Josh Shapiro said, "We need to do better as a society, and we need to do better when it comes to mental health." It was the news many did not want to hear. The Department of Corrections announced they will be moving forward with the closures of the Rockview State Prison in Center County and the Quahana Boot Camp in Clearfield County. Yesterday, the DOC issued its final report and recommendation to close both facilities, citing declining inmate populations and the savings of millions of dollars. A final decision will be announced by the end of this week, and the closures could take place by January. The 110-year-old Rockview State Prison is the second oldest in the state prison system. There are currently 650 employees there. SCI Quahana employs 230 workers. State officials say all employees will be guaranteed jobs at their existing pay and classification at other state facilities within 67 miles. The Sun-Gazette reports that the woman who was rescued from the second floor of her Newberry home is out of the hospital. Brooke Nelson was awakened by heavy smoke in her bedroom around 3:30 Monday morning. She opened the bedroom window and began yelling for help. Once rescued, she was taken to the hospital for treatment of smoke inhalation. The fire extensively damaged the interior of her 3-story property at 932 Race Street, and the investigation continues into the cause. Meanwhile, the cause of the fire at a vacant property on Lyons Place in the city Saturday is still undetermined, while that fire that damaged a kitchen on 6th Avenue the same day was caused by a pan of water left burning unattended. Authorities released the names and conditions of 2 motorcyclists who were injured in separate accidents last week. The Sun-Gazette reports 64-year-old Mark Ritter of Watsontown remains in the intensive care unit at UPMC in serious condition. On Thursday afternoon, his motorcycle struck the back of a stopped SUV at Van Dyne Loop Road in Muncie Creek Township. In another accident that occurred Friday evening, 48-year-old Mandy Maurer of Muncie remains in fair condition at Geisinger. She suffered serious injuries after her motorcycle struck the back of an SUV that was slowing down on Route 118 to make a turn just outside of Hughesville. A $5,000 reward is being offered for information that will help solve a cold case homicide in Clinton County from 44 years ago. On August 19, 1981, the body of Wayne Riffendiefer was found dumped over a slight embankment in a wooded area near the Ravensburg State Park. Riffendiefer was a hitchhiker with his last known address in Connecticut, and his body was located about 6 miles north of Interstate 80. Through the investigation, state police in Lamar determined that his homicide was linked to the homicide of Marty Shook, which occurred in June of 1982 in Utah. Anyone with information is asked to contact Troop F, the Lamar station, at 570-726-6000. And the leaf peeping season will soon be upon us, and DCNR will be launching a redesigned weekly fall foliage report. The updated reports will go online September 25th and will feature regional updates, photos, and expert tips. The reports can be found at pa.gov/agencies/DCNR. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.